Hi everyone and welcome back to Holly's Beauty Box. I have a few questions from Andrew over at the Chubby Chasing Vegan. I will leave all of his details below. He has sent me a few questions as part of a collaboration that we are doing. He has answered a few questions that I asked him over on his YouTube channel, so make sure you go and check out his channel, where basically what he does is spread body positivity and talks about his love for women with curves. What is not to love about that? So thank you, Andrew, for these questions. I'm looking forward to getting started on them, so here we go. So the first thing Andrew asked is, what do you love most about being a woman? The thing that I love most about being a woman is the fact that our bodies are equipped to carry children. It takes a little bit of getting your mind used to that. I'm not, I don't have children, I'm not a parent right now. I hope that one day I will be, touch wood. But the fact our bodies were designed to carry children, which come from this nothing to becoming a full child to then growing into being an adult who lives a life, I think that is quite incredible. So I think that's the one thing I love about being a woman, but I also love the fact that women are so influential in this world. So right now we have a lot of political leaders like Nicola Sturgeon, who is the First Minister of Scotland. We've got Angela Merkel, who's in Germany. We've got the First Lady, Michelle Obama, who's in America. Whether you agree with them or not, that's beside the point. The fact that we are having such a positive influence on the world, when obviously in decades gone by we didn't really have that opportunity, I think something to be really proud of. So I love that about being a woman too. Why did you start your YouTube channel? Well, Andrew, actually I initially started my YouTube channel as a singer. I used to do videos where I would just sing Adele and sing, I don't know, Ella Fitzgerald. I used to sing a whole load of different songs. Because I was so shy, I didn't really want to sing in public, but I still wanted to know what people thought of my voice. So I would sing for them on YouTube, and it just kind of developed from there, where I would start making beauty videos, and that's how it all started out basically. I have my blog over in hollysbeautybox.co.uk. That's pretty much my main gig. I do full-time work there. I do makeup looks, beauty looks, body positive stuff. So yeah, that's how I first started out on YouTube. Who are your top 3 favourite YouTubers? Well, I have a whole host of favourite YouTubers, but obviously, of course, I've got my favourites. My number 1 favourite is you, of course, Andrew. I couldn't not mention you. I love the fact that you have such a positive outlook on life, on the fact that you're so honest about your own life, and the fact that you want to spread positivity and make women feel confident about themselves. I think that's something really special. And I also love the fact that you try to encourage other men to feel confident in themselves too, which is something that I think isn't really widely available on YouTube. I think that's something that you do that a lot of people don't do, and I think that's something really good. My second favourite YouTuber is Loie Lane. I think that she's a popular YouTuber, but she's a plus size model and YouTuber, and basically she talks about how not to be defined by the way you look. She loves the way she looks, she's proud of the way she is, and she has a wonderful husband, and she looks amazing, she is amazing, she's a bubbly person, she's confident, she makes me feel confident, and I think that's something that if I could bottle up, I would drink it every day. Just watching one of her videos makes me feel happy, content and confident, and I love that about her. My third favourite YouTuber is Louise Pentland from Sprinkle of Glitter. She's also plus size, but I actually love her because she has such a bubbly personality. She's so down to earth. She has had a really rough time over the past year. She's currently going through a really tricky time with a divorce and a separation from her husband, and she has a young child who is an absolute delight. Darcy is just beautiful, and yet she still manages to work full-time doing her YouTube career, and she has 2 Sprinkle of Glitter. She has 2 Simply Be clothing lines, and that's my absolute dream. I think that would be incredible to do. So those are my 3 favourite YouTubers. What's the most attractive and sexy thing about a man? For me, it's all about sense of humour. I think you cannot base any relationship on anything if you don't have a sense of humour. I love a man who can laugh at themselves, not take themselves too seriously. That's on a more deep level. Of course, I think that respect is something that's really attractive as well. I don't like men who swear too much, who are too drunk, who make innuendos that are go too far with it. Yeah, I think that's really important. But on a physical level, it's definitely all about that eye contact. I just cannot get enough of the eye contact. If a man wants to approach a woman, what is the best way to do it? Well, Andrew, that's a really good question. I'm a little bit like the exception to the rule with this. A lot of my girlfriends really hate it when a man approaches them in a pub or a bar because they've had a few to drink. I don't mind that at all. If a man feels like they're more confident and they are happier to approach a woman when they've had a few drinks, then I am all for that. Whatever makes you feel more confident, as long as you're not like flat on the floor drunk and making a fool of yourself, and as long as you're still respectful, I will talk to you all day long. And I think that's a lovely way to talk to a woman. I think that as long as you approach a woman with respect rather than walking up to her and like hitting her bum or making a rude comment, I think that those are definitely turn-offs. But to approach a woman and have an icebreaker, like a joke or something funny, and just be polite and respectful, I think that any woman would respect that and would be happy to talk to you. And one thing I would say though to most guys who are watching this, a lot of guys say walk up to women and offer to buy her a drink. No, us women are quite clever creatures. We know what you're doing. We can see straight through that. You are attracted to us on a more physical level, whereas we think that you should get to know us on an emotional level. So get talking to us first and then offer to buy a drink. That's a gentlemanly thing to do, and it shows that you're interested in us in a more deep level rather than just the first impressions of them that you're getting. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. Moving on to the next question is, do you think you will always make beauty and makeup videos, or do you think you might make more body positive videos too? I think that the one thing I should be doing is making body positive videos, because for so long in my life I used to be so ashamed of the fact that I was plus size. I used to hide it. I used to try and wear black all the time, and I used to do videos only showing my face and sucking my cheeks in as best as I could, and that's ridiculous. I am who I am. I'm quite happy to be the person that I am now, and yeah, I think that I owe it to myself and I owe it to my audience to definitely do more body positive videos. I know that when I was younger, if I had somebody who I could look up to, who I could watch videos from, like Loie Lane, like Sprinkle of Glitter, like you, Andrew, if I could watch your videos, my life would be a whole lot easier and I wouldn't feel so alone. And I think that I owe it to people to do that too, rather than just do click here to look like Britney Spears. I just want to do something on a more deep level, and I think that's definitely one way that I'm going to be able to do it. So here's the question I've been dreading. Oh no, this is the penultimate question. I love this question. It's probably my favourite question, Andrew. So if you could ever be a guy for a day, would you, and why? Right, I would love to be a guy for one day and one day only, and that is because I would love to see what men think of women. So every time, so for example, if I approach a man and talk to him, or I'm flirting or whatever else, and I'm laughing at his jokes and being friendly, I'm smiling, I touched her arm, I think I'm just being flirty and friendly, or being, you know, a little bit suggestive, whatever. If the guy, I would love to know what a guy thinks. So does he think she's laughing too loud, she's laughing too much, she's touching my arm and I'm not interested in that? I would love to know what a guy is thinking when a woman approaches them. So that's just something that I would love to do as a man for one day only. So now for the final question from Andrew, which is the one that I'm dreading answering. Is it true that there is always an emotional connection for women when they have sex, or can women have sex without being emotionally attached? For me, it's all about having an emotional connection. I physically wouldn't want to be with somebody unless I had an emotional connection with them. I'm kind of stuttering, I apologise. For me, it's all about that. One night stands are just not my thing. Again, great, all power to you if they are. I don't judge at all, but they're just not for me. I have to feel 100% confident in the person I'm with to be able to share that with. And I think I can speak for a lot of women when I say that. So to answer the question, I'm not sure if you can be with somebody without having an emotional connection. I'm sure there's a lot of women who can, but again, I think I can speak for a lot of women when I say that they would prefer to have an emotional connection with someone that they're with. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope that I've answered all the questions properly, and I hope that you'll go and check out Andrew's questions. Thank you so much to Andrew for submitting these questions. I've really enjoyed it. I'll leave all of Andrew's details below, and make sure you give this a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!